Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, back to weekly vlogging, and the top and bottom are both from New York and Company. The problem with only vlogging one day is that when things happen on those other days, I'll be forgetting some of the things that happened to tell you guys. But let's see. Tuesday, you already know I had class. Wednesday, I had to go to this little orientation for this honor society, so I didn't go straight home Wednesday. Thursday, I had to go to this pointless meeting. Like, it was ridiculous. But they made us sign in, so it was supposed to be for all the middle and high school special ed teachers and LEAs and stuff like that, even though our LEA wasn't even there. So I was kind of feeling some type of way about that. Friday, y'all. Friday was awful. The first part of it was fine. It's just that 5th period class with those group of boys that it was awful. And then after school, we had like a lockdown, sort of. Nobody was like in our school trying to shoot people or anything like that. But apparently someone said they heard gunshots outside. This was during dismissal. So they basically, right around the time they released the car riders, like some students were already gone on the bus, they released the car riders, and then immediately, like, all I saw was students running down the hallway. I thought it was a fight because that's what they be doing when there's a fight. But then one of the secretaries or clerks it was like walk down the hallway saying, "This is not a drill, get inside the classroom." And then, you know, they came on the announcement saying, you know, make sure your doors are locked. This is a lockdown. Although I don't know. I don't think anybody was shooting. Like, the police never arrived or anything like that. So who knows? It just made me think of that episode of Friends where Joey like jumped over to cover Ross, mainly because he was holding his sandwiches, and it wasn't even a gunfire. It was like a car backfiring. So who knows? But it was an adult who said they heard a gunshot. Whatever. I don't know. So that ended up happening. So I still haven't been able to make any phone calls because I couldn't do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And I was going to do it on Friday, but then after that episode happened, I'm like, I don't know if I should make calls. So I'm planning to do some calls today. We're also supposed to be doing a little celebration for the students who made honor roll. It's not as many, it might not take as long. Last time basically took all of 2nd period, like the total students to leave their materials in the 1st period class, and then we went into the gym, and by the time it was over there was only like 10 minutes left of 2nd period, so they just stayed and went straight to 3rd period afterwards, which means if that happens, these students will basically just be staying in my class the whole time. Also, today they're supposed to be voting to see if we make up one of those snow days, which I knew was going to happen. This is why I didn't want there to be snow days. Like, no, I'd rather not have to make up. Not that it really affects me, because the day that they're choosing is that Monday that I'm supposed to start jury duty, so that just means that I have to put in for a sub on that day as well. But they were saying that basically besides spring break, this is the only day we have available before testing. So, and like, people probably already made plans for spring break, and technically President's Day is not a national holiday. I have an IEP sometime this week, so I need to find time to pull that student. It's on Thursday, so it's either gonna have to be today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. Then supposedly, I know I have one more, but then the LEA sent another email saying, you know, what dates do we have scheduled for these students? And there was another student on there that we already did IEP for, so I'm confused. And everything's supposed to be done by February 1st or March 1st. Everything's supposed to be done. So I will just talk with you guys sometime later. Alright, so it is 1:01, lunchtime, and yeah, so I just realized earlier today that we have a data meeting after school. So I'm not gonna be able to go home right after, like I was hoping. I need to go to the grocery store also, so Oh, they changed it. They changed the meeting to tomorrow. Instead of today. Too bad. I'm not going to be able to attend that because I have class. So, oh well. But I guess that means I will be able to go home today. And yeah.
Pardon this interruption. I need support to the front office at this time.
And they moved one of my students for my first and third period class, which I'm kind of sad, but it makes it easier with the computer situation because now instead of it being 7, it's 3 of them or 6 of them, so I'll be able to do 3 and 3. So that works out fine. There's one student who's absent again. Like, the student has been absent a lot, like I think to the point where he could be held back basically because he's been absent so much. Yeah, but that is it for today, unless something out of the ordinary happens. But I will talk with you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is 6:53 and this is my outfit. This top is from Macy and these bottoms from the Gap. I did make some phone calls last night. I mainly ended up speaking to voicemail, but I did have a couple parent or guardians call me back, so that's good. I'm trying to decide the next time I can make a phone call. I forgot I need to check my email because they should have voted last night about whether or not we need to make up that one of those snow days. So I need to reprint an IEP notice because I talked to a guardian. She's like, she did not receive it, so I said I would leave one at the front office for her to pick up. So, and I did go ahead and schedule one other IEP, so I have 3 total this month. Then I will be done. Hoping to maybe stop by Starbucks. I still might be able to because the lead custodian hasn't been there, and when she's there she normally opens the door at 7:20, but the other custodian hasn't been opening until 7:30, so I'll probably stop by Starbucks. So I will talk with you guys probably during my planning period. Good morning, everyone. It's about 6:55 and I'm about to head out. This is my outfit. Dress is from Macy's, cardigan from Old Navy, and then I'm just wearing some tights from Forever 21, and then these boots that I got from a local store. Well, it's finally January 31st, the end of the month, which means we're getting paid finally because we get paid the last working day. So we haven't gotten paid since December 20th. So yeah, I could pay some bills finally. But then that also means that tomorrow my morning duty starts again. I'm not looking forward to that. Although tomorrow I won't be able to do it because I have an IEP meeting, so. Also, I found out that I'm going to be getting a new projector, one of those new ones where I won't need an actual smart board. It can project into a whiteboard and I can interact with it that way, which is good, so I have more space on my whiteboard. And they're going to be doing that. I think they're installing it on the 7th, and then we have training on the 8th. I don't know how we're getting our projectors before our laptops, but yeah, yesterday I had to cover half of a class or whatever, and then we had to hold those students for about 10-15 minutes after the bell rung because the people from the field trip came back. So, and then 2 of my students who was supposed to be my 5th period class, the ones who got in a little argument, I think they're supposed to be in ISS, but nobody went to ISS yesterday because I guess maybe the guy wasn't there or something, I don't know. And they didn't have a cell for him, so one student stayed in another teacher's class the whole day, and then I don't know what happened to the other student, but she said he was here but nobody saw him, so I don't know. And then last night class ended a little after 7. I didn't get home till like after 7:30. So I'm just still tired. Obviously I wasn't able to go to bed as early as I normally am because I couldn't take my ZQL until 7:30, like almost 7:40 really. And then some people have a class after that. I'm like, I don't see how I couldn't do it, like, because I'm guessing that class goes from 7 to 9:30. That's way too late for me. It's a class that I took, I think instead of taking the assessment class that I'm taking now. I took that other class and it wasn't that late though, so I'm like, good thing I took that class when I did, because I wouldn't be able to make it. But I'm thinking the rest of this week should be a normal week. I think today they're doing the PBIS store and it's supposed to be during social studies, which means my first period class sometime today. But then there's like only students who bring their ID cards. I have one student who never received his ID card. I emailed the media specialist because she's the one who's been handling the ID cards. I haven't heard anything back. So like, I did my part. I will see you guys sometime later. Right, so it's 1:07. I'm just now starting my lunch because they put me on for a rotation, but that teacher decided to stay. However, she wanted me to take her students to lunch and let them eat in the cafeteria, because normally they would eat in the classroom. It's the teacher that was out for a very long time because I guess she was sick or something, but she decided to stay. I guess she just needed a quick break or something.
Students and staff, please pardon the interruption. We'll to the front office for checkout.
Yeah, but one of my students who I'm supposed to be having an IEP meeting tomorrow is in ISS, so I can't do any testing with him. I did some earlier this year. In the store, they forgot to call my students for the store, so we just went. Since it happened for first and third period, just for the third period. Oh my god, that interactive notebook, they are so, I don't know. They was doing too much with that, like, wide face. I didn't think it was that big a deal, you know. 6th graders should be able to cut, but apparently not. So I have a model, so all they had to do was basically create these windows, and you would have thought that was the hardest thing ever, the way they were acting. Like, anyway, I'm about to have lunch now and figure out what, well, I already know what I'm gonna do for ELA. Okay, I'll just talk to you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, about 7:04, and I'm about to head out. Top is from Forever 21, and these bottoms are from New York and Company. I ended up having to stay up to work on the IEP for the meeting that I have this morning. It wasn't that much later, but I still feel extra tired. So, the guardian said she wants to participate via telephone, so probably won't take that long because it never seems to take as long when it's via telephone, but the vice principal will be sitting in as the LEA, so that's a little nerve-wracking. Hopefully I won't have to cover anybody's class today or anything, and I can start lesson planning for next week. No, I think social studies would be fine. Science, I'm not 100% sure how long this unit is going to take, so yeah. Otherwise, I would probably talk with you during my lunch/planning period. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday finally, and my top is from Forever 21, and then these bottoms are from The Gap. 7:03. I'm about to head out. I might stop and get some breakfast maybe because I'm super hungry. I don't know. But yesterday the IEP meeting went okay. The vice principal sat in, but then he had to leave to take care of something or whatever. But I'm gonna have to go outside for my morning duty. It started yesterday, but I couldn't do it because I had the IEP meeting. So I really don't feel like standing outside in the cold for no reason. And then next week we do get progress reports. I don't have class next week, but I think we have a data meeting again, even though they just had one this week. I thought it was supposed to be like every other week or like twice a month. I don't know. Also next week I'm going to have to put work up on the bulletin board that's on my hallway, and I've been looking at other people's and some of them they just put like PowerPoints on there, and I'm still super tired. I'm hoping to catch up on some sleep this weekend and start over next week. Hopefully next weekend won't be as bad as this week. I don't have a IEP meeting next week for any of my students. I'll talk with you guys later. All right, so it is 12:56 and I'm just now about to have my lunch because I have to go meet with the academic coach to go over the narrative writing that we did way back right before I went to break. But I missed Tuesday, which was a data meeting, so I wasn't able to do that. And we just graded them, and I was surprised. I thought, well, I would have been a little bit more harsh with the grading, I guess, because I was surprised. But so that's what we're going to be working on. Next week is writing conclusions, so I need to find some resources with that. My social studies and science lesson plans are done. I just need to do ELA, and I think we're gonna do that story from the close readers. There Come Soft Rain. Yeah, There Come Soft Rains. I think that's what we're gonna be doing next week. So the following week we might do another story, and then the week after that I might have jury duty, so I was trying to figure out what to do with them. We're all supposed to be doing a novel study, so maybe they'll just start it that week, because that might just be easier, because they would just be reading out loud basically and maybe answering some questions. About to go eat my lunch or drink my lunch because I have a juice and an apple, and that's it. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired, ready to relax and not really have to think about anything. I know tomorrow I have to go to that leadership thing. I'm not exactly sure what it is because we already did the orientation. So I need to ask them about those meetings that I want. They should have something alternative because there are some like online students. So they were saying that if you're an online student, to let them know, because I'm guessing they may have something else for us to do, for them to do instead of coming to those meetings. Because about like the school's like 15 minutes away. So the earliest I could leave would be like 12:25 really, and I think it starts at 12:30, so I wouldn't even get there in time. I would get there like 10 minutes late, and I'd still have to find parking in the middle of the afternoon. Like, no. Anyways, that is it for now. I will talk with you guys probably when I get home. All right, so it is 4:51 and I'm back home. I stopped by Starbucks, got some tea. But yeah, today was pretty much a regular day. My 6th period co-teacher said she's gonna be out like 2 days next week because she has appointments and stuff. And then one day next week she also has an IEP meeting, but that's not gonna be, she'll be there for most of the period. So this weekend I have that thing on campus tomorrow for the Leadership Honor Society. I need to print something off for that. So that's gonna be like 3 hours tomorrow. And then I'll probably just go ahead and do grocery shopping and stuff. Since my hair is in twists, I won't have to worry about doing my hair at least, so that's good. And I do need to do my ELA lesson plan and switch some things up. My 2nd period co-teacher, he gets the laptop cart on Fridays, so I'm just gonna grab some computers from him Fridays, and then I just move like Achieve and all that other stuff to Fridays. So that would just be easier, so everyone should be able to get on at the same time. So I might grab 3 laptops if I can. That would just be easier because that one computer is super old and they'll be arguing about that. Oh, and next week I get my new projector. Yay. That should be interesting. I just need to make sure that I take all the stuff that I paid for myself. I'm trying to open this package up that I got that I'm going to be trying out from this company called TrueFare. So they have different options, like a bunch of different like number of meals as well as the type of meals. So I went with the whole 30 version, just 2 days of meals. So everything is pre-cooked and frozen. And it's located in Atlanta, the company or whatever, so my shipping was like 1 day. So you're supposed to keep frozen or refrigerated and then just heat and cook. So one thing I got is carrot and ginger soup, cauliflower, broccoli, and sweet potato. Sweet potato home fries, broccoli and butternut squash, meatballs in romesco. It's turkey meatballs, and it also has some almonds, so that sounds good. Chicken etouffee, and that sounds good too. Smoked tomato chicken, and Salisbury steak. So I'm guessing this is a dinner, and this might also be a dinner, maybe. No, maybe the meatballs are supposed to be a dinner, and then these two must be lunch, and then I have some veggies to go on the side, and then breakfast, chicken hash, and turkey breakfast skillet. So these things can be cooked in the microwave or on the stove top. I think they also have some things that can be cooked in the oven. And then they also give you some snacks. So I got some churro mix and almond butter. So, and then it comes with this folder that just gives you directions on like reheating. And it also tells you like what comes in the meal for protein dishes, for vegetable sides, 2 snacks, soups, stews, and chili. The soups are packaged as complete meals. Okay, so this will probably be good for lunch. They can keep up to 6 months in your freezer or 7 to 10 days refrigerated. They suggest you keep it frozen until the day before you plan to use it, but since I'm going to be using them Saturday and Sunday, I'm just going to put them in my fridge. Hopefully it will be on thaw in the morning. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So I've really been wanting to try the Whole30, but I know cooking just not going to be happening with me, so I figured this is a good way to try it out, see how I like it. Hopefully it tastes good. With the longer days, you also get like pork and I think seafood option, but if you just do the 2 days, and it's just like chicken and turkey type stuff. And then they also have a paleo version, a ketogenic version, and an AIP version. So I'm thinking about maybe trying these like at least for a month. Do like, cause I could do like Whole30 is supposed to be a month, so like a month long version of this. Also need to do my taxes this weekend, and I think I have everything now, so I should be able to do it. And that's basically going to be it for this week's vlog. Do you guys prefer like a day in the life where I just film one full day, or weekly vlogs? Because I've been thinking about maybe just doing random day in the life instead of a whole week, because nothing really happened worth vlogging. I don't think. I think in March, that's when we decide if we're going to stay at the school we're at or if we want to put in a transfer. I think it's in March. So I keep going back and forth. I don't know. We'll see. But that is it for this week's vlog. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.